I successfully sued my sperm donor, and now I get 40% of his paycheck. So my friend that works at the sperm bank got me my sperm donor's contact info. I hung out with him for a few months, befriended him. We ended up making plans, and then I got a DNA sample off of his cup one day, like swabbed it for his saliva. So I took him to court to get child support.
Welcome to another episode of Self-Checkout. I'm your humble and gracious host, Check. This is a male-dominant space for social awareness, relationships, and overall shit talking. Today's video comes from another content creator, and of course, every video that I review online has to be deemed either trolling or staged until proven otherwise, simply because people get online and say absolutely anything. Before we get into today's video, guys, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell. That way you can help the channel grow, and every time we drop a video, you get first dibs. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
I successfully sued my sperm donor, and now I get 40% of his paycheck. You have no idea how happy this makes me, because now I can be a stay-at-home mom, because 40% of his paycheck can support me fully financially. So what happened was I'm a lesbian and I can't have babies the natural way, obviously. So I went the IVF route, and I went to the bank and I bought. Okay. I get pregnant, I have my baby, I'm living with my girlfriend, she's working full-time, so she's supporting us financially, and then all of a sudden she decides she wants to break up, and she refuses to give me child support. She said, I don't want anything to do with this baby, I'm not on the birth certificate, I'm not legally obligated to take care of them, I'm out. And I said, well, shit, what am I going to do now?
Why don't you just take it to court and do the same thing that women do to men? Tell them, hey, this person has been in this child's life since the birth. She's been taking care of this child, and have the court legally obligate her to either pay child support or take care of that child. It is very interesting how lenient women are with other women when they commit the same kind of unfortunate situations that men commit. Because if that were a guy, he definitely would have been in court and he would have been obligated to take care of that child. But because it's a woman, you just, oh, hands off. She doesn't want to take care of the child. She's not legally obligated because she did not sign a birth certificate. It is what it ain't. I gotta find another solution. How convenient. Let's continue.
And it occurred to me, I could sue the baby's biological father. What? I mean, the baby wouldn't be here without him, right? So my friend that works at the sperm bank got me my sperm donor's contact info, and I texted him and I acted like it was the wrong number. And we ended up making plans. We were texting back and forth for a while. We ended up making plans to meet up, and I hung out with him for a few months, befriended him. And then I got a DNA sample off of his cup one day, like swabbed it for his saliva. I sent it in.
Nope. I don't believe it. This is why I put the disclaimer in the beginning of the video, is because this is definitely staged. There's no way you want me to believe that. Because if I'm not mistaken, that is a federal offense. That's against the law. Let me look it up right now. According to ChatGPT, taking a DNA sample from someone without their consent is generally considered a violation of privacy and can also be classified as genetic privacy violation. That term refers to the unauthorized collection, testing, or sharing of someone's genetic material. It's a serious ethical and legal issue. It's also known as unlawful DNA collection or genetic theft. Depending on what state you're in, the consequences differ. In Florida, if you collect or keep someone's DNA without their express consent, that's a first-degree misdemeanor, punishable by up to 1 year in jail. If you submit their DNA for analysis, which she did, or disclose the results without consent, it becomes a third-degree felony, carrying up to 5 years in prison. She looks mighty free to me. Finally, if you sell or transfer someone's DNA sample or results without consent, that's a second-degree felony, which can lead to as much as 15 years in jail. Nah, this is staged. I don't believe her one bit. Nope, not even a little bit. She didn't do none of that. Your friend at the sperm bank helps you get this guy's information. Then you randomly text him, right? And you pretended it was the wrong number. And somehow, some way you befriended him. Now you guys are friends. And y'all went out one day and you swabbed his cup or whatever for his DNA, sent it and got it tested to make sure that it matched your baby's DNA. Nah. And if I'm not mistaken, when you do donate sperm, you get to sign away your rights to any kid that is born through that. I refuse to believe this woman. She's capped. It's all clickbait. But let's see what else she got to say.
And made sure that.
Let me go back just a little bit.
And I hung out with him for a few months, befriended him. And then I got a DNA sample off of his cup one day, like swabbed it for his saliva. I sent it in and made sure that he actually was the biological father of my child. And he was. So I took him to court to get child support, and they granted me 40% of his paycheck.
That's insane. That's robbery. If this story is true and that man did not sign over his rights to the clinic when he went to go donate semen, you're an idiot, big fella. This is what you get for being stupid. The moral of the story is, if you're gonna donate to a sperm bank, understand the legalities of what you're doing. Gotta keep the change.